Hello, my beautiful people. We need to read some runes. We haven't read runes for a while. I mean, I have, but I haven't shared them with you. And so I think there's a message out here for somebody out there. So let's read. The holidays, as we're gearing up for Thanksgiving here in the States, I feel like, you know, I I wish it was, like Christmas time all year long. There's actually a short story called Christmas Every Day. You should read it. I'll link it below. It's a good story. Um, I love all the houses are getting decorated, and so like they're popping up right now. So like, you drive down the street that was completely dark yesterday, and today it's bursting with light. Um, Prior to moving to back home to Pennsylvania, and I lived in New Jersey, I lived right by a synagogue, and so we were the only Christian family in the neighborhood, like all around. So you would go down this dark street, and then our house, which because we have enough lights to battle Christmas Vacation, right? So then our house would be in the middle of all that darkness. Um, just funny. But anyway, the holidays can stress us out because the holidays, like we have our family for all the holidays here at the house. And, Dave and and Dave's mom, we like do all the cooking. And I don't do any of the cooking. I have mastered the art of not having to do any cooking. The trick is tell people you don't know how to cook. Now, people who know me know I do know how to cook, but I don't tell people that because then they want you to do it. I'm in charge of games. So I make these saran wrap balls, and like they're so popular, I have to have one for each and every event. So over the holiday season, I end up making 5 of them. And they are a lot of work. If you've ever played them, you know that they're a lot of work to play. They're a lot of work to make. I would never actually be able to play the game because I don't like things that go that fast, and it's a fun game, but I'm happy to make the balls so then I don't have to play. And then I'm in charge of games, and I'm also in charge of decorating. And so growing up, my mom, we didn't have a lot of money. If you follow the channel, we were pretty poor. But my mom, because my dad was a steel worker, my mom would have a sit-down meal with fancy plates, she had a set of china from England, and her mom had the matching set from England because you're English. And so my mom would like totally set the table, and it was so beautiful. And so she would have a sit-down meal, and then at night she would have a huge buffet for all the steel workers who were coming off shift that didn't have family. And like she would save up money all year long to pay for Christmas and Easter, and she did this for both holidays. Oh, and for Thanksgiving, so all 3 holidays. So I like the fancy dishes because now I have hers, and I have her mother's, and I have everybody's dishes. So I like the fancy dishes. My favorite store is Tiffany. It seems so ironic, since I'm such a like home earthbound girl, but I do like some fancy things. And so I like to set the table, but Dave's family is totally about paper plates. Like they're totally about like plastic cutlery, and so we end up having a second Thanksgiving because my son also likes the fancy plates. And so I like to have like the candles and the centerpiece and just the beauty and the peace of the season. And Dave's family is all about like a buffet line with paper plates and chaos. And we can get wrapped up into that, can't we? Like we can get wrapped up into the holidays. And I'm not known for my domestic goddess skills. I'm not a house cleaner. I used to have a weekly person who came in to clean. My grandmother, who was English, was a waitress, and she worked 1 extra shift a week to pay somebody to clean her house. And Grandma, spot on there. I don't have somebody come in weekly now since the pandemic, but I've had in the past a weekly person to clean, and I'm getting ready to gear up to find a new person to come in and clean every week. Really, just to wash my floors and clean my bathrooms and stuff, because I'm busy and I don't want to spend my energy and time doing all that. So anyway, as we prepare for the holiday season, we often forget our spirituality. We forget to focus on our personal wellness and taking moments for ourselves. To reflect and to make sure that we're, connected to spirit. So let's take a moment to ask spirit, what should we focus on during, what should we focus on right now for our best and highest good? This message may not resonate with me. It may not resonate with you. Take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. And Let's just take a minute to breathe and get into our space. Asking our spirit guides, angels, archangels, Jesus and Mary, any gods and goddesses that you might believe in, or your higher self, whatever it is, whatever it is you believe is fine. And just asking that we just take this time to call in a higher truth that we should know. Right? I am going to light my little fire here so that I feel like I'm in this space. So, ooh. I have one of those little tabletop fireplaces. Sometimes it likes to be jumpy. Okay, so. All right, Spirit. This is a message for our highest good. We'll do 3 Norns readings, starting with our present energy. We have our Iona stones. For those of you new to the channel, the Isle of Iona is where the Druid College was, and where St. Columba Christianized peacefully the first Druids. We have our Green Man, and so that's as a reminder that we are all nature. We're connected. We're not just connected, we are nature, right? We are light and love. Like, it's not like we have light and love, we are light and love. Our other Iona stone, and our Icelandic stone. Sending heartfelt and warm wishes to those in Iceland who are dealing with magma and the earth, the impending eruption of that magma and the earthquakes. Wishing them the best in light and love. Okay. All right, our present energy is Isa. Remember, Isa means ice. There's no inversion. I don't read inverted stones, but Isa isn't inverted, and that often means stuck. You feel stuck, you feel stagnant, you feel like you're slipping out of control, like things are could go any which way. You're not really sure. But it could also mean like precision, right? And so we'll think about how it sits in the whole reading. What brought us to this energy? We have Jira, which is a cycle. So you might have seasonal depression, or, things are getting, colder, and it's getting darker earlier, and that's a cycle. That's our weather, that's our seasonal cycle. And so that often makes you feel like stuck, that could be. And what is the outcome? Tiwaz, which means leadership. So I am going to just go and meditate a little bit over these stones, ask Spirit to deliver downloads and messages, and I will be right back. So I always say that the stones are interesting, and they are. Isa, in addition to meaning stuck, also means clarity, right? Because if you think about it, I never could ice skate. I was always a roller skater. I hated ice skating because my brother was really good at it. But I was terrible at it because I couldn't control my movements. And I knew I wasn't good at it. And if you're slipping on ice, like if you're in your car and you hit an icy patch, or you watch the Muppet Christmas movie and you have the icy patch at the door, you know that you've slipped on ice, or you know that you're going to slip on ice, or you know that you're stuck in ice. You know it, right? You know it. And as, the cycle, we're coming to our holiday season, that's a cycle. And you know that you might be stuck. You might be apprehensive. You might think that you're going to slip out of control because you have so much to do, and will you get it all done, and will it be perfect? You don't have to be perfect. You have to be you, right? You are perfect, right? You have light and love, and holidays are about, and whatever holidays you celebrate, whether they're Christian or Jewish or whatever, or Wiccan or whatever holidays you celebrate, whatever festivals you hold true to your heart, they are to bring meaning and light and love into the world. And so we want to make sure to focus on the right things, right? And that clarity is needed to focus on the right things as we move through the holiday season. And, Tiwaz is about leadership and moving forward, right? So we have an opportunity to use that clarity and, that awareness to help others, like value the meaning of the season and whatever tradition you're in, whether it's that you're celebrating Yule or you're celebrating Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate. You have an opportunity to show light and love through whatever it is you practice, right? So focus on the right things. This comes around every year. Every year we have an opportunity to do better than we did last year. Even if we did great last year, we always have room to improve. We always have room to learn more and be more, do more. Let's just ask the Oracle just for any clarifying messages. Some cards may not come out, or some cards may come out, some may not. We do 3 passes with each deck. There are 3 decks. We're going to start with Earth Wisdom. And just see if Spirit has anything else you want to share with us. My Spirit Guide's name is Seth. So I want to ask Seth, my archangels and angels, Mary and Jesus, to be with us as we, just think about, how to bring meaning and I love Christmas time and the holiday times. I don't, not exclusive to Christmas, because I know there's folks out here who aren't Christian. But I love the holiday season because people seem to be kinder overall, although Black Friday is not a good example of that. People, we say out loud, peace on earth, peace, goodwill to men and women, and non-binary people. We say peace on earth, goodwill to humans. Well, we wish we said that every day, not just during the Christmas season. All right, Spirit, anything else for us to think about as we focus? Let's pass 1. Pass 2. Pass 3. All right, we have 3. First is go with the flow. Remember, you're all the magic you need. Quoting Hestia, you're all the magic you need. You don't have the right candles for your Christmas dinner. It's okay. It's a first world problem. There are people who don't have food on Christmas. Keep it all in perspective, right? Go with the flow. It's fine. Whatever it is, it's fine. I like to have the fancy plates. It's fine that we don't have them for the big family dinner. I have long since given up that battle with my mother-in-law, but it's fine. It's fine. I wish we wouldn't use single-use plastics, but that's just my little environmental self. I wash the plastic floors. Transformation. Allow the magic of the season to transform you. Advent is an amazing period of time as we prepare for the birth of Christ in the Christian tradition. We light candles to, sort of signify each of the steps, towards the birth of Jesus. Let the season transform you spiritually. We get caught up in the stuff and the presents and the tree and the decorations and all that stuff, but really it's a time for preparation for this beautiful light that comes into the world to save sinners, if you're a Christian and you believe that, or to do good in the world. This light's going to come and light up the darkness. Guess what? We're the light. We're the light. We're already here. We're the light, right? Let it transform you. We have divine protection. This is the work that God wants us to do. I find it interesting that the candle is reflecting off this card. I don't think I've ever seen candles reflect off cards before. It's not a candle, it's my little fireplace, but we're protected. Like light and love is what God wants, or what Spirit wants, what higher power wants, right? Light and love. And we have protection to do that kind of work, right? We have the candles, we have the tools, we have the things that we need to be light and love in this world. We have to just be mindful not to get stuck in the ice of the season, get stuck in the consumerism of it all, right? And last but not least, divine love. Kind of nice. Divine love and divine protection together, right? Let it transform you. But to do that, you have to let go with the flow, right? You have to maybe release judgmental thoughts you have about other world religions, or about, when people become consumeristic around you, understand that that's what our culture builds in people, right? So don't be so harsh on them. Be understanding and lead them through light and love, toward light and love. All right, look. Oh, I got the cutest little tin. It's actually for my reeds, but it came with shortbread in it, and it's a little bagpiper kitty cat. I have to eat the shortbread yet, which won't be hard work, but my pipe reeds are going to go in there. It fell. It was like a sign from my mother to both eat the shortbread. She loves shortbread. We both love shortbread. Mom, I'm going to try to make it this year. Not much of a chef, but I'm going to make it with my kid who's learning to be a chef, so we'll see how that goes. There's like 4 ingredients. I can probably handle that. I have a cute little tin, like a little pan to make them in. It's really just butter and sugar, which how could you go wrong with that? I could eat that raw. No cookies needed. All right, Spirit, 3 passes. Any messages to go along with this reading? Pass 1. Please let me know if this resonates with you, if anything that I'm talking about resonates with you, and how you approach the holiday season. And pass 3. Okay, we only got 1 card here. We got... Where's the box for this? Oh, okay. We have Tree Spirit, Strength, Growth, and Stability. You know how he's like smiling there? That little smile? Like, I don't know why I'm drawn to that little smile. I feel like, you know, during the holidays, whatever the holidays are, whether it's the Christmas time, Hanukkah time, holiday, or Easter, you know, I think people look towards spiritual people to kind of see how they behave and act. And, you know, we grow every year, right? Like trees grow every year. There's a ring that proves it, you know, inside the tree. And we become stronger every year, and we become more stable. So in this, you know, Isa, this slippery ice, you know, like we have the tools to be stable. So just reach into yourself, reach in. What are your branches? What are the things that you have that help you to be stable? And that will help guide you. All right, last but not least, we have Shadows of Light. This is a new deck, but I do like it. I'm not, like I said, drawn to the artwork, but I am drawn to the messages. I like the messages. So we'll see if there are any messages for us here. Like I said, please comment below if any of this is resonating with you. All right, 3 passes. Pass 1. Pass 2. And pass 3. So the card that came up is Reciprocity. I have to cover it because YouTube will flag it. So let me just... That is the card, Reciprocity. And it's the mother card, right? So she's breastfeeding. I do find it nonsensical that we can have people killing each other all over, you know, media and video games and movies, and we can't have a breastfeeding woman on a tarot card on YouTube. I mean, nonsense. But the mother card is, I mean, this is a beautiful card. You know, motherhood, giving birth to something. You don't have to be a mother, right? You're giving birth to something, nurturing it, nurturing goodwill, light, and love in the world. Like, it is good to give and then you receive, right? In the session I had last night with Larissa, she was talking about how you project out to the universe your manifestations and then it projects back to you. And so that reciprocity of putting good in the world brings good back to you. And so if we focus on the right things during the holiday season and really all year long, then those things come back to us. But we have to be very clear about what our purpose is, right? Her purpose in being a mama here is to feed her baby. We have to feed and nurture the ideas worth sharing. So, and then those ideas come back to us as the child grows. And remember that this card was strength and growth too. Like, you're growing your spiritual practice. Don't lose sight of that in all the hubbub of the holidays. Like, focus on spirit, focus on your inner journey, focus on growth. I certainly need to be reminded of that, because I'm easily caught up in the whimsy of the holiday season. So, I am wishing you all the very best in light and love. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.